So I'm a big Nintendo fan, and I'm also a big theme park fan. And I've been playing through the Skyward Sword HD remaster, and I can't help but notice some similarities between it and a little film called Avatar. Like the one with the blue aliens, not the one that's had the bad movie that everyone just ew. Like, look at this. Look at all the floating rocks, look at all the floating islands with like all the waterfalls and stuff that just goes off into the ether of air, and look at these loft wings. It's essentially Zelda's version of the Banshees. Now, in case you didn't already know, Universal Studios has got the rights to Nintendo. So they've made Mario theme parks, they're making a Donkey Kong one in future updates, and there's rumors of a Zelda park coming. In fact, in Islands of Adventure, the Poseidon's Fury ride is closed. Well, I shouldn't say ride, that's more of like a walkthrough, an experience. It's closed down right now with walls up, and there's rumors that a Hyrule kind of experience is gonna go there. We shall see. And I've been fortunate enough to go to Animal Kingdom a few times and experience Pandora, the world of Avatar. Now, Universal could take note of Pandora because Skyloft is kind of the same thing, and it already has stuff in the game that could translate to a good theme park experience. So Universal, you could just blatantly copy Disney. And you know what? As a Zelda fan, I wouldn't care. Just do it. Make Skyloft. Make going into a Zelda game a reality. I would buy all the merchandise, I would go into debt, and in Skyward Sword, Link begins his journey in a knight academy, where you train to be a knight. So that could be kind of Universal's version of Disney's Jedi Training Academy, so you train to be a Hyrule warrior. Flight of Passage is the signature attraction in Disney's Pandora, where you ride on the back of a banshee, essentially. Skyloft, you could just do a similar attraction but with loft wings and go all throughout the sky, all throughout the three main lands, slightly above the surface world, and get into all sorts of trouble, or it could just be scenic, kind of like Flight of Passage as well. No, you gotta encounter Levias. That would be so cool. In Flight of Passage, you encountered this giant scary version of a banshee. I forget what it's called. An Ekron? I think that's just another word for banshee in Avatar language. Another word for Roger in cutesy couple speak is actually Bobo. That's what my partner calls me. Isn't that right? Apparently I have no partner. Skyloft has a bazaar where you could feature all the shops. Like in the game, they've got fortune telling, they got potions, they got weapons and stuff. So in the Skyloft theme park area, souvenirs. They've also got a little place to eat for the Skyloftians. So that's a quick service restaurant. But here's actually the thing that sold me on Skyloft being perfect for a theme park experience. In the game, there is a locker system. Literally, like a little locker storage system where you go and put your excess items. What do theme parks have? Locker systems! Skyloft already has a locker system in the game. And then just like the game, you can get all your items at the end that you couldn't access before because you're going on the rides and live out the adventure of Link. And then in theme parks, there's quick service restaurants, and then there's sit-down restaurants where it's you sit down for dinner as opposed to just like grabbing a burger. You can walk around if you want, or sit down for like a little bit. Anyways, what does Skyloft have that you could put into a theme park? The Lumpy Pumpkin. It's a pumpkin themed restaurant where you just have pumpkin themed everything. Universal already has, or had, I think they got rid of it. Maybe not, I might be wrong. They had pumpkin juice in Harry Potter land. They could have a whole pumpkin-based restaurant, and it's got a ton of room. You can create a ton of space in it in the real world, and you can just sit and enjoy your time in Skyloft and have all the beautiful Zelda music going on, like doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Like the Skyloft music is really peaceful. Not how I talk. Okay, and here's my last idea. This one, I don't know how practical it would be, but in Skyloft they have a flying shop that a guy powers using a bicycle attached to gears and whirligigs, and he makes it fly. You could line up to go on a shop experience. Like Harry Potter Land has these wand experiences where you line up, do this experience, where you choose your wand and there's special effects and stuff, and then you go to the gift shop. What if Universal made that but on rails? So they could have a flying gift shop come into a few stations around Skyloft on rails, and you line up and you go on this flying shop, and it's like scenic and you see all the land and stuff. Anyways, thank you for listening to my crazy ideas. I'm almost done the Skyward Sword HD game, and I'm playing the game and I'm just thinking to myself, there's all these things that you could actually do in the real world if they built it. So Universal, please copy Disney's Pandora, but make it Zelda. I will pay you money, thank you.